I think we're in the war session, buddy.
Are we on the war session?
Yeah, I hear the drums.
Ooh. All right, and that was Otaku Wars.
Thanks for watching the war session. Or listening to the war session for your podcast listeners.
All right, before we get into the war session, I'm going to start off by saying this may contain spoilers, so if you have not seen Thor Love and Thunder, you might want to tune out for the rest of this episode.
Go watch it and then come back.
If you don't care about spoilers or you have seen it already, please stay and continue. All right, Marcus. Thor Love and Thunder.
Thor, Thunder, and Love.
Oh, yeah, whatever. Just
No, it's Love and Thunder.
don't mess with me like that. Scrambled my brain.
So, I hated this movie.
You liked his butt, didn't you?
I loved his butt. No, I thought...
That's a nice butt.
I thought this movie was pretty good. It's definitely better than the first two Thor movies. Don't think it's better than Ragnarok.
Oh! Is it an old comfy sweater?
It's definitely not that. Not with the screaming goats in there. I gotta say, though, I didn't find this film that funny.
But you did laugh.
I did laugh.
I can attest to that.
Yes, you sat next to me, so of course you can, because we see movies together all the time.
There was one spot, and I can't even remember what happened, but there was one spot that almost got your full Marcus laugh. Because I seen you cover your mouth, because you knew that it was coming. Which, by the way, guys, a Marcus laugh is a continuous loud laugh that lasts anywhere from 30 seconds to 5 minutes of continuous...
And
Actually, yeah.
It's possible.
Very repetitive.
It's possible
Same
that I
tune
can't
laughing.
stop.
But yeah, you were trying to hold one of those in. Do you remember what that scene was?
I don't remember what it was. I laughed one time at the goat screaming, and that's when they were coming into the god's place. When they're in that god sanctuary. That was the only time I really laughed at it.
I think you can find something funny without laughing. Because I thought that they added the goats. I thought that was a funny thing to do, but I didn't really laugh at any of them. The only one that got me was towards the end when they were battling. What was the guy's name? Gorn or Gore? Gore?
Yeah.
Yeah, when they were battling him,
mm-hmm.
and then the thing came screaming into the planet, or screaming headbutted something, or I can't remember what he did. I think he headbutted Gore or something, didn't he? Screaming headbutted him.
I don't even remember, honestly.
That was the only part that made me laugh because I completely forgot that the screaming goats were in that movie at that point. And then all of a sudden, that part got me. But yeah, I thought it was a funny addition. It just wasn't one of my bust out laughing moments.
It's so weird though, because it's I don't know. It's because that was Screaming Goats was something that was funny 10 years ago.
I don't know. You think it would have been something they would have put in the first Guardians of the Galaxy?
Yeah.
Is that the first real funny movie they were trying to go for?
Oh, I mean, they try to make every Marvel movie funny these days, so it's hard to tell.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think the one problem with this movie though was its humor. Not because I thought it wasn't funny. I thought they were basically using humor not in a good way, because that's what it felt like it was all about. It's yeah, let's make pretty much almost every scene funny, even the serious ones, basically.
I liked that they went for the Ragnarok feel, where it was all funny, but I have to say that I do agree with you, because when they were battling, I was okay, they're doing some serious stuff now, this is the serious time, and then all of a sudden they would cut in the middle of the battle and say something or do something really silly, and I'm you're kind of taken away from the fact that this guy is a serious bad guy when you do that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It'd be like them fighting Thanos in the last scene, and then Hulk ripping ass, and everybody just stops and laughs for a second.
Yeah, I told you this in the theater too. When the movie was over, the scene where Zeus pops up and him and Thor are having that serious conversation.
And does that curtsy down the stairs.
Yeah, I was can we just get rid of the curtsy, please? Because I was into this character until you did that. He just had such this presence, and it went from a little fun to very serious in a short amount of time, and I was like, oh, okay, you shouldn't mess with Zeus, and then suddenly he does a curtsy.
So,
and now I can't take him seriously.
With that scene, I thought he was going to be serious, and then when they did that, I was like, oh, he's not as strong as they made him look. So, if they wanted me to feel like that, then I think they did mission accomplished. But if they were trying to, like, make me think that Zeus is a real powerful god in this universe, they shouldn't have tried to make me laugh in the middle of it, because...
I think that's probably what they were trying to do, too, because he shows up at the end.
Yeah. Which, speaking of, let's talk about the end credit scenes.
Well, hold on first before we get to that. Christian Bale as Gore, freaking fantastic.
Oh, yeah, dude, he was a phenomenal bad guy. It actually makes me sad that he's only going to be around for one movie.
Give that guy an Oscar.
Right?
Seriously. Like, his performance, amazing. Fantastic. Phenomenal. I believed every single minute of it. I loved the villain in that movie, too. And I think it's just because of Christian Bale.
And you don't, like, dislike him. You know what I mean?
No, I think
you don't want him to kill the people you like, but you don't also
you
dislike him.
understand his point of view just because of how he starts as a character. Because he starts as a firm believer of his god, and then suddenly he sees this guy, and it's like, oh, yeah, okay, you're giving us like the things that you promised us, yeah, because we're such believers to you. And then the god they worship was like, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, and he's like, but all my people like died.
My daughter died.
He's like,
okay, so you guys,
get more followers.
Yeah, that's kind of what you guys are supposed to do. You're supposed to follow me and die.
Essentially, he was like a big dig.
Yeah. They also had gold blood too.
Yeah, I think they did that so they could make it gory without making it gory. Because if you notice when they were like battling all the gods,
I'm kind of wondering though, like, because Zeus said that there are lesser gods, so I wonder if Thor is known as like a lesser god. So I'm guessing the gods that are higher up have gold blood, and the ones that are known as lesser gods have like normal blood.
Wow, I didn't actually even think about that. You might be right. Because maybe only the gods that got accepted into that like chamber. Remember, Thor wasn't actually accepted in that chamber. He said he said he could stay.
Yeah, well, no, they were basically going to imprison him.
Yeah, but maybe that's it. But yeah, that's interesting.
I think the reason why he's not allowed in that chamber basically is just because he's the god of thunder and Zeus is the god of lightning.
Otherwise, you're not going to be able to stay for the orgy.
Shut up! I don't want to be part of the orgy.
Just for you guys, that was part of the movie. Yeah. I'm not actually inviting Marcus to an orgy. Bless you.
No.
Oh, okay. Well, anyways, wait.
No!
Oh, okay.
No, stop it!
I'm okay, moving back on. So, but, you know, it could.
No, moving on.
Moving on to the...
No!
Oh. Retitle this episode, we're having an orgy.
No, we're not. Okay, post-credit scenes. You want to talk about those?
Yeah. Do you remember the first one?
The first one is Zeus going to his son Hercules.
Yes.
Which I was wondering during the movie. I expected Hercules to like stand by Zeus' side during the movie, just because he's the son of Zeus.
I was curious this whole time why we didn't see him. Even I think didn't Thor say something about Hercules in the movie before they even went there?
I think so. Yeah, I think so. And but then we see him at the post-credit scene.
Yeah, which then I thought maybe. Remember I told you, I thought that, we finally know what the MCU is going and tell what the people said behind me. But I thought they were going with, like, the gods are going to, like, have a war with everybody else because, they're pissed that they did that to Zeus.
Yeah, well, they're pissed at Thor mainly.
But then the people behind us were laughing because they knew...
Well, they said, sorry to interrupt you.
Yeah,
they said they were going to go after Asgard specifically, which means they are going to Earth. But they're not, technically speaking, attacking all of Earth. They're just attacking Asgard.
Yeah.
New Asgard, I should say.
True. But then the people behind us start laughing at Hercules. So... Oh,
that was because the actor that is playing him is from some comedy show or something.
Yeah, he's the comedian of the show.
Yeah.
Or so some sort of show. He's going to be a funny character.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what I'm afraid of. More funny.
See, I don't mind the funny. I agree with you that there's serious times, because it's a Marvel movie. There has to be serious times, right? And there's times to be funny. And if you want me to take a character serious, maybe when you're trying to show him as a big bad dude,
don't make it funny.
Don't make him curtsy down the stairs. Although I guess in a way that's scary by itself. Imagine if Thanos curtsied, but still pounded everybody's face in.
Honestly, if Thanos curtsied, I could not take him as seriously. If Thanos if I saw Thanos bowing, I couldn't take him as seriously.
What if he curtsied, and then he just grabbed Captain America by the face and ripped him in half? Would you take him serious?
Be like, nah, you curtsied.
I probably would have laughed. I'm like, oh my god, I did not see that coming after that curtsy.
You see?
Alright, anyways, moving on to the other post-credit scene.
Jane went to Valhalla.
Yeah, which makes me and you had two different theories with this. But I remember, when I first saw it, I was like, oh, they're setting up Thor to die. He's going to probably die in the next film or something. Is it like he's going to probably be brought on like the Guardians were at the beginning?
Yeah.
And something's probably going to happen where he dies in one of the next few films, is what I thought, because they're showing that she went to Valhalla, and the whole thing is that, you know, when Thor dies, he possibly was going to go to Valhalla and never see Jane again because Jane would
here's
die.
the other thing, though. So, like, I feel like Jane shouldn't be in Valhalla. Because the thing is, so they said that in order to go to Valhalla, you have to die in battle.
Yeah.
Which means dying on the battlefield. So, that one chick, she was like, no, just let me die here because I want to go to Valhalla. And Thor's like, oh, well, you won't go to Valhalla because you have to die on the battlefield, and you're like a survivor of the battlefield.
I think that's because she wasn't actually injured enough to die.
Oh, fair. Jane was kind of dying because of the cancer and mixed with Mjolnir. Which is the other thing, though? Like, is Mjolnir killing her, or is it keeping her alive?
Yeah,
that's the other thing.
Reading the book, it says that it gives her health.
It gives her health, but then
it was gonna cure her.
Yeah, and then basically every time she dropped the hammer, she still like had the cancer basically. But every time she picked up the hammer, she was fine. And then they basically said, "Oh yeah, because of Mjolnir, your body basically can't fight the cancer anymore, so you're gonna die pretty soon."
Can I be honest with you?
Yeah.
Natalie Portman as Thor was so badass. I wish she was. I thought they were setting her up to take over, and I was 100% happy with the choice because she was so cool in this movie. She was goofy, but was powerful. That hammer, man, when she threw it and all the things came out, all the pieces came out.
Dude, that was like
such a sick move.
Yeah, I love that. I thought that was so cool. I was like, oh, that's awesome.
But where they went with it, I also thought that was a good choice too because it ended up making a pretty good.
I liked how she basically was able to get the powers because Thor was like, "Hey, Mjolnir, I want you to like keep Jane safe." So that's what Mjolnir was doing, and I like that. I think that was like my favorite part of the movie. Like the weapons had like basically their own feelings and consciousness in a way.
Every time he talked about her, Stormbreaker would just come into the scene.
I think my favorite part where like Thor is trying to grab Mjolnir's like, come on, buddy, and then suddenly like Mjolnir comes in just very slowly. Hey, Stormbreaker, or not Mjolnir, Stormbreaker.
Yeah.
Just like, hey, Stormbreaker, that's right. I was trying to get you. Good timing, buddy.
Yeah, that was great. There was some scenes that I don't know if you noticed too, but what was cool about this movie is the hero lost. Thor didn't win. He even admitted defeat and was ready to walk away. He said, "Dude, you already won. If you're going to destroy the world, essentially, do it. But if you're not, then you know you could have your daughter."
I feel like he won in a way, just not like with fighting, just more with words. Just because, like, hey, you can destroy the world if you want, but I'm going to do the right thing and spend the rest of my time with the person I love.
Yeah. I still feel like he lost, though. Because essentially he made it there. He could have destroyed the whole world. But the whole time his daughter was technically on his mind. That's why he did what he was doing. It just... he forgot because of the
weapon.
Yeah, the weapon.
He had to bring basically the person out instead of the weapon that was controlling him.
Yeah, and if you notice, he didn't just go straight to that thing and real quick make his wish. He like went to it and then he had dialogue with Thor. So I think internally, without them showing it like with words, he was already struggling a little bit.
He was like mesmerized by eternity for a little bit, just because like I guess the way it looked, because it looks like a space beam, essentially. That's what it looks like.
Yeah.
So he was like, and he was like, "Oh yes, finally made it." Yada yada. And then Chris Hemsworth comes in, and is like, "Yeah, okay, go ahead. I'm gonna die anyways, but I'm gonna spend the rest of my time with my loved one." Because yeah, I mean, in a way, I guess you're right, because at that point there really is no stopping him. Like, he can make any wish he wants at that point. Although, if you think about it, Thor could have been like, "I wish that guy can't make a wish."
Yeah, to be fair, nobody knows the rules. How close do you have to be to this thing to make a wish?
Does he have to be looking at you? Do you have to be bowing down first?
Yeah. So,
that's the other thing, though. Both of us expected that Thor was going to wish for Jane to be healthy again. And he didn't.
Yeah, they plot twisted us.
Yeah, and I think that's because, like, they're both basically going to die there.
Oh, wait, yeah, what I was talking about. So, I thought at the end, when they showed her going to Valhalla, was a setup to say, they're going to kill Thor and then give him the happy send-off, because you said Chris Hemsworth doesn't...
Yeah, I heard...
Like, this is going to be his last
I heard that this was going to be his last film.
I thought they were going to give his character, like, a nice send-off. That's why
I thought Thor was gonna get some sort of nice send-off, whether that's like a death or going into Valhalla, whatever. And I thought Jane was gonna be the new Thor, basically, to take on the mantle.
Yeah.
But I'm really interested on what they're gonna do, because they have Jane in Valhalla, and that's the second post-credit scene, and they said Thor will return.
Yeah.
That was my chair.
Oh. So, two little, things about this movie real quick.
Mm-hmm.
One, and don't answer it right away. Let me say both real quick.
All right.
But one, at one point, I think last week, or maybe this week, you either skimmed past an article or you were telling me that Christian Bale didn't know he's going to have to wear makeup.
Yeah, he didn't know he's going to have to wear makeup for his character.
Yeah. And then, second one I just read today was that, oh no. Did I forget?
Oh, no.
I did forget. So, anyways, talk about Christian Bale not wanting to wear his makeup.
Oh, I don't know anything about that.
Oh, you don't? Mm-mm. I want to find out what the other thing was real quick.
I just read the title.
There was another funny thing about it like that. Uh-oh. Oh, this is breaking news for the show. Like 17 minutes ago.
Oh, snap.
But the creator of One Piece, Eiichiro Oda, finally discusses his One Piece final arc.
Oh, snap!
So One Piece will have an end.
I kind of heard about that.
Dang, I didn't mean to interrupt our war session, but
no, it's fine. I saw something on like YouTube where it's like One Piece final arc something. I'm like about that. I was like, huh, okay. I always forget like how far ahead like the manga is compared to the anime.
Is it a lot farther?
Well, the thing is, I think I talked about the last arc. Yeah, I think I talked about that One Piece is going into its final arc, but when One Piece has an arc, that arc can last for like several years.
Mm-hmm.
So even though it could be their last arc, we could still have a whole bunch of One Piece, basically, years to come.
Oh.
I don't know how much farther the manga is to the anime.
That's true, you're right.
If you compare, like, the dub to the sub, then, like, it's a lot farther, probably.
Well, I guess all the article is saying then is that it's actually, like, confirmed. That's all I got on that. One Piece coming to an end, that'd be crazy. I mean, it's been around for a long time. Didn't you say it was celebrating at one point its 20th anniversary? Or 15th or something like that?
I don't even remember. Man, there are so many freaking anniversaries.
Oh, man. I'm trying to scroll back to see if I can refresh my memory. That's why I was trying to get the two out of the way real quick, and even me trying to get them out of the way real quick, I got distracted. But there was another funny little thing about Thor. Like, just a small little fun fact, like how Gore didn't know he was going to have to wear face paint, Christian Bale. So, would you recommend this movie then? That's our new rating system, right? Is whether you would recommend it or
yeah,
not?
basically whether we recommend it, should you just go see it in theaters or not.
Or do you have anything left that you want to say about the movie before we get to that point, I should say?
I don't think so. No, nothing really comes to mind.
All right, well, would you recommend it?
I would say I don't think this is the type of movie you really need to see in theaters. I think it's good. It's definitely not the worst Thor movie. It's definitely not the worst MCU movie. Don't think you really need to see it in theaters though.
My mom disagrees. She said that she needs to see this in theaters.
Well, that's because she wants to see Thor's butt.
Oh, it gets worse. She wants to see it in 3D.
Oh, why?
Because she wants to see Thor's butt.
In 3D.
Dang. Yeah, I'm just trying to find... it was just a fun fact about Thor again. And my stupid memory, I guess. I can't remember what it is right now. We talked about the face paint. Oh, man, was not the after credit scene. Well, I guess I would recommend people to go see it in theater only because...
Was it about Thor Love and Thunder?
Yeah. Only because the reason I would recommend it to go see in theaters and disagree with you, hence the title, I guess, War Session.
There's Chris Hemsworth's wife hates his Thor 4 muscles.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Hated how ripped he was.
I did not think I ever hear someone say that. Dude, he is jacked though, man. He is so much more, he's so much more bulky than his past movies.
But anyways, I would disagree with you, and I would recommend it in theaters only because if you think about the scenes, I think that the scenes are worth seeing in like the big screen because they're kind of cool. Like when they're in space and like the way the gods look, and I just think when it comes to like cool special effects, like something that we don't actually have in our world, like when they go to space and like stuff like that, I think those type of movies, when done well, should be seen in theaters because, you know, when you're in the big vastness of space or like in the God's presence and stuff, just seeing them on the big screen makes it more cool.
It does. It does. I will agree with you there.
So I will say I think you should see it in the theaters. If that's not enough reason to go see it in the theaters because that doesn't matter to you at all, then I mean, don't. I can't make you. All right, plugs.
Plugs. You do the plugs this time.
I'll do the plugs. All right, guys. So we have Chibi IRL on TikTok because if you guys haven't known by now, or if you're just tuning in, me and Marcus want to start an animation company, and we've been working years. It's been years in the making. We got stuff in the background that people don't know about.
Yeah, we got a big project coming up that I can't wait for.
Oh yeah, and you know, anything helps. Like right now, if you guys go check out Chibi IRL, give us your support by following. It's about Ren Yamada. He's a chibi that is real. He's in real life. He's live action.
Yeah, he is.
Okay, he's not really live action. He's an animation. But anyways, he's in the real world.
Hey. No. You said that live action animations are just cartoons. You told me that about Lion King. You said, hey, I know people are talking this thing live action, but it's just like a big cartoon.
Don't quote him on that.
No, that's your quote.
So Chibi IRL on TikTok. You can see Ren Yamada just trying to be a TikTok star. He's a chibi in the real life, trying to do what other influencers do. It's entertaining. We have one semi-viral video, has 20,000. People seem to like some of the stuff when they see it. The other ones they don't see. So anyways, I'm talking about this way too much. Chibi IRL on TikTok. That's not the only thing on TikTok. As of that breaking news that we just said about Final Arc is confirmed by the director. I mean, if you hear news right away, we post news right away on TikTok, and it's essentially like as long as it would take you to read the title with just a little bit of description. It takes up 15-20 seconds of your time, and you're in the know-how, and you have something to talk about with your friends. It's Otaku Wars on TikTok.
Well, actually, lately they've been taking in like a minute.
Oh, really?
Yeah, just because I've been actually going in and talking about the articles a little bit.
Oh, Okay,
So
well, there
it's
you go.
most of them are usually about
Other than
like
that,
30 seconds.
You can catch our show live every Friday on Twitch, and if you miss it, you can see it on our YouTube at otakuwars.com. And that's not the only thing you can see on YouTube. You can see all our news that we do, too.
Hold on. You just basically said we had a website. It's on YouTube at Otaku Wars.
And that's why I have him, because I wanted you guys to see if they were paying attention.
Okay.
Did I get all the plugs? No, I did, because there's also
there's
Marcus
also
Hawksma
my channel, Marcus
on
Hawksma.
TikTok, and
Hold on, I'm gonna say that one more time because we were talking at the same time.
all right, there's Ren Yamada on.
Wait, what? There's also my channel, Marcus Hawksma, HAAKSMA. You can check me out where I just talk about animation in general. Sometimes it's anime, but I mainly talk about anime on here. Mostly talking about like Western cartoons and stuff.
And he also talks about the more technical side, so you can learn something, because you have went to college to learn animation.
Did.
Everything I know, I've either learned from him or YouTube or doing it myself.
I'm also working on animation right now.
Ooh.
Technically speaking,
One
I'm
I
working
know
on
about or one I don't know about?
one you kind of know about it. Technically, two you know about because I'm working on the secret project. So there's that.
Mm-hmm.
And there is also another animation that I talked to you about, but I changed it because of technical reasons. Production reasons,
I think I know what it is.
Production reasons, I should say. Don't want to talk about that either. I want to keep that a surprise.
That's okay. Do you want to talk to me about it?
I'll talk to you about it, just not live.
Okay. Yeah.
For your podcast listeners, we're sticking
Thanks
for
for
our
joining
tongues out.
us. Just two otakus wanting to hang out with you guys, fellow otakus.
Woo woo!
Stay otaku, my friends.
And bye-bye!
Yeah. It's that first day of first grade, that cute girl, your third day, that backpack, that snapback you've had since the third grade. The first time you got laid, the worst time you got played. It hurt, but you're okay. You learn from your mistakes. Your friends back.